One of the very first assignments that you're going to need to do is this Introductions Discussion Board. You can find this within your learning modules under Unit 1, and it'll be under your assignments, and there's a discussion folder as well. I also put a copy of it directly in the discussion board so that you can see it here as well. Now, when you do this, you're going to have to do a number of things that are required. So that's all of these right in here. So these right here are required. Now, including a picture, I definitely want to do that. That gives us a little more personability, and you can make sure you know what everybody looks like. Does it have to be a great shot? No. You know, if it's you sitting in a car or sitting at a desk, or if you're with your friends, that's great. But make sure you tell us who you are in the picture if there's other people included. The other thing is, I don't want you to, when you do your discussions, this one's is a introductions, don't just write introduction. Or if your name is Joe, don't write Joe's introduction or Amy's introduction. We want something that's kind of catchy or kitschy so that we want to read your actual introduction. Another option here is you can go to Wordle and you can create a word cloud. And here's what those look like. You're going to enter some text in there, or you can do it from a website or a blog, and that actually gives us a visual representation of what you are like. You can screenshot it to put it in your post, you can make it a file, anything, but it's kind of cool, and you can change the colors, and there's all kinds of really kind of neat things that you can do with that. Now, when you actually click on the 1.1 introductions, you'll get something that looks like this. Now, when you do it, there may already be some threads that are in here. Depends on if you're the very first person to post or if you're like the 5th, 12th, 13th person to post. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on where it says create a thread. And when you do that, it's going to open up and it's going to give you this wonderful, nice new little window. Here's where I was talking about your subject. Right here, you're going to put something catchy, like, you know, professional educator. That's what I am, and a lot of times I use that as a subject. Something that, you know, people want to read. Then you're going to include your message right here. So those are going to answer each one of those bullet points. Some of you, it may be easier if when you're on that original screen, if you actually highlight it, right click and copy, and then when you come over here you can paste. Now I did all that on a PC, so if you're on a Mac it's a little bit different. And this way you can see exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. That's very advantageous for a lot of students. Now, if you scroll down a little bit more, notice you can make one attachment. Now, if you want to put more than one attachment, there's a little button up here that says attach a file. And you click on that, and you get a new pop-up window. And when that comes up, you browse your computer, you can give us a URL, whichever you need to. And in doing that, you can add multiple files. It also gives you the option here, you can attach an image. If you have a video or an MPEG that you want to show, you can attach that. You can actually incorporate a QuickTime video. If you want to give us a sound, like if you want to add something and you want to tell us a little bit about you as well, you can use the audio content. If you have a flash content, you can add that here. And then this, of course, is for your mashup. That's if you're going to add a YouTube video. A lot of times I actually embed those. So you can choose any of those. You can pick your colors. I prefer you don't use green or red in any of your postings. And then when you're all finished, you click the submit button. And when you do that, that'll create your post, and then you will respond to, as it says, 2 people on different days by Sunday. And when you respond, you can't just say, yeah, it's great to meet you. Hope glad you're in the class. Make sure you give us a little more input of, if somebody says, my major is business, you might say, what do you want to do with business? Or, if somebody says, I'm taking this course because it's for my major, or I'm taking this for a general ed course, you might say something like, do you think you'll get anything worthwhile out of it? Something like that. So this is just an overview, and hopefully that will help you to post and how to use Wordle and all that good stuff.